Enclave General Sandman here. Why isn't your video feed working? If it did, you'd realize that the answers to this video and the questions that are being asked are still being asked. So I'm gonna answer them and I'm gonna answer them again. Now I originally had made a video about 7-8 minutes long where I was just fully ranting about this, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna answer it direct. Do you still make Fallout videos? No. Why don't you do more Fallout? The reason for that is simple. When you're in a car ride and someone gives you a stick of gum, you chew that stick of gum, and when you start eating that stick of gum, within the first, minute, two, it's great. It's the best stick of gum you've had in your life. Maybe 20 minutes into that car ride, you're starting to realize that stick of gum is run out of flavor. And depending where you're seated, you may not be able to easily throw that stick of gum out. You might have to ask somebody to roll the window down, so you can probably get a hand over, throw it out. That's what Fallout is to me. A stale fucking stick of gum. So I've been chewing that shit to the point of no return. And I, unlike a few others, am free from any contractual obligations that they may have to continue to play that game. I don't. That game has run its course with me. That ship has sailed. And I do not plan on returning. You should do more Fallout. No, I shouldn't. Now, if you noticed the original Fallout content, if you look at the playlist that I built for those who do enjoy that, you'll notice that there's a lot of fun to be had in the beginning portions of it in early 2018, 2019. By the end of 2019, we were pretty much done with the fucking game. It had run its course. It had been over a year, and it just was a buggy piece of shit that just wasn't working. By the beginning of 2020, we had already retired. I had issued a challenge for those who are on my Twitch. If we hit X amount of money for a certain barbecue that I was raising money for the Rage Squad, that I would return in limited capacity, which I did. In 2020, I did return. However, I didn't put any effort towards my gameplay, and I think that in my content, that showed. Anybody who played with me during that time knows that I was on maybe once a week, maybe 2 hours, an hour, and it would only be on the weekends, and it would be relatively quick. Nor did I give a shit about the meta for the most part. I popped in to test a couple of things, but I never really cared to put the effort towards grinding for gear, items, etc. I just didn't care anymore. That flavor had already left. I could shoe in content at that point. I could make workshop content easy. I could pop into a workshop, world hop, kill players, record, repost, and get views. And I still can. But my goal is not for this. My goal for this channel is not to just get views. I could do that. That can be done. I could post up a video, make 1,000 views on Fallout content. That's not an issue. The issue is that my goal is to further this channel solely on the content that's being created and the people behind it, not the game. I don't want people subscribing because it's Fallout. I want people subscribing because of the people behind the game and just the content, the banter, the camaraderie between the Rage Squad, and that's gone on Fallout. There's none of us playing it anymore, nor do any of us have plans to return. But we still play. I still speak to Don, I speak to Joe, I still speak to everybody, Bacon, and these are all my people. I see them. That's not anything strange. So I'm not going to create content with people who I don't know. I'm not going to create content that I don't enjoy. And I'm not going to create content that I feel at this point is stale. I feel like I'm doing viewers a disservice. And speaking of viewers, if you're here solely for Fallout content, you are welcome to unsubscribe. There's no hard feelings behind that. If you subscribe solely for Fallout 76 the game, it's not coming to this channel anymore. You are more than welcome to unsubscribe. Can you go back to Fallout 76? No, I don't care to. I don't feel that at this point, I feel that at this point, the player base is minute. And then an even tinier fraction of that player base that still remains is a PvP player base. At this point, there is no reason to return to a game that is a buggy, exploited mess. You have to know a duplicator to continue playing Fallout 76 PvP. It is fully broken with the state that it's in. And obviously the devs are not listening, because what they did was patch Assassin to make it even harder to kill people when it was already hard enough to kill people in the state that it was in. The streets of Fallout need you back. No, they don't. The streets of Fallout need to go off into the plain somewhere and hopefully pass away. When will you start playing Fallout? I will not. I have no plans on playing 76 whatsoever. So let me repeat that. I will not be playing any more Fallout 76 at all. Period. And I can say that with certainty, because the answer to the next question of can I get your gear is no. My gear has already been sold. All of my gear, all of my equipment, all of the items that I've held in multiple mules for trading, many of the things that I was given for giveaways and things like that on the lower end of stuff, it's all gone. It's all been sold off. It is all gone. If you are interested, it is available on my Discord from a seller, but it will be real world and not caps. When will you start? Here we go. As an OG member, I support whatever slump you're in for Fallout. See, now this is the thing. I'm not really in a slump for Fallout. If I wanted to create Fallout content, I could. I could post a video, I could shoe in a video, and it would get 1,000 views. That's not the issue. The issue is I don't want to do that. I feel like that's doing a disservice. I'm just shoeing shit in for the sake of just shoeing stuff in, and I don't like that. Sometimes I'm under the gun for the most part, time constraints, and I have to create some sort of content. Sometimes the flavor comes out a little worse, but I feel like you can notice that the beginning portions of gameplay with me, Joe, and Don have a different flavor to them than the content where it's solely just me for the ending of 2020. And I think that kind of speaks to what I'm saying, in that this game has run its course, it's lost its flavor. And people keep asking, they want to see Fallout 76 PvP. There are over 300 videos on the Fallout 76 playlist of the good days. You're more than welcome to click into those into that playlist and watch that playlist. That playlist is old school. It's got a lot of older gameplay. It's got a lot of enjoyable gameplay back when we were actually having fun, and I feel like that translates and speaks volumes when you watch it versus when you watch some of the later 76 gameplay where you can tell the magic just isn't there, in my opinion. I felt like I was doing a disservice to continue, and I feel like I still would be. I'd shoe it in because I wouldn't enjoy it, and I don't at this point want people to subscribe to this channel solely for the game, as I've stated. And I feel like I have to continue to fucking state it, because regardless of how many videos I've already put out, and regardless of how many times I've talked about it on streams, no one tends to give a shit. They keep asking. So I'm gonna address that continuation of asking on my own time, and I'm gonna at my own leisure for the most part. So people who are asking, you should do more Fallout 76, you should make more Fallout 76 PvP videos. Sorry, I won't. I don't feel like playing it anymore. It's lost its flavor to me. If you're here for the channel, if you're here for the people behind the channel, and if you're here for the content of banter and enjoyability between teammates, you're more than welcome to stay. If you're here solely for 76, the unsubscribe button is down there on the bottom. If you are already subscribed, you can unsubscribe, or you can probably just message on this video like block me, and I'll just block you. So not much else I can say in regards to it. this I'm not milking this anymore. All of my content is genuine. All of my content is legit, and I don't want to fake content. I don't want to get a couple of people together and fake PvP encounters or fake linking and fighting. I don't want to do that. And I don't want to shoe in content. I don't want to hop in, world hop, get 3 or 4 kills or 5 kills in workshops, and then stretch it to a 10-minute video over the course 3 times over the course of a week. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. That game has run its course with me. I'm not returning to Fallout. I'm not returning to Fallout 76. Please listen. I have no plans to return to Fallout 76 at all. Joe has no plans. Don have no one has plans to return to that shit. And I appreciate you guys, but I feel like that community's run its course. There are good people who are still in the Discord, good people in that community that you know, pop in, chat, and I understand wanting to continue to play, because for you that gum still has flavor. That gum does not have any flavor for me at all. It is gone. So I appreciate the support, and I apologize that this video managed to last as long as it did. But I don't know why it has to be said, even though I've pointed people to the videos and everybody seems to just like ignore it. So I'm gonna make this a primary channel video, and I'm gonna link it to everybody who fucking asks, and there you have it.